Hello and welcome to another D&D Power Hour. We're here working on some stuff in the background for the Kingdom of Rin campaign. If you don't know me, I am Mercy the Game Master, HereThereBeMonsters. And today we have just a teeny bit of post-session stuff to take care of, mainly assigning some XP, tweaking some quest rewards, and making sure that my notes are in order. And then we're going to spend the majority of the time working ahead today. I'm really excited to get some stuff done. Thank you so much for being here. I don't remember if I already said this or not, but no spoilers if you're worried about that. And even if you're not a DM or a GM and you just want to join us for an hour of focused productivity, we've got 30 minutes on the clock. Then we'll take about a 5-minute break, and then we'll do about 30 more minutes, and then we will get out of here. So if you have something you've been putting off, now is the perfect time to take it on. Hello, Lily. How are you doing? Make myself one really quick note here, and then Loki just got out of my lap, so I think I may refill my water really fast before I get too much into it, but I do already have my notes and everything pulled up, so I'll be back in like 45 seconds.
YouTube stream is now live.
Okay, I'm back. Hey there, Ugris. These Working Wednesday streams are always on YouTube. It's kind of a way for us to try and build out our portfolio here on YouTube and provide value to the members of our community that prefer this platform. And also to save things forever. Since Twitch stuff doesn't last for very long. All right. Oh, news. Session 3, if you guys haven't watched it yet, or even if you did watch it live, but you're willing to support us by watching it again on YouTube, Session 3 will be going live first thing tomorrow morning. So probably, I don't know, about 18 hours or so from now. So keep an eye out for that. We would super appreciate, or ahead of time, we already appreciate anything that you're willing and able to do as far as watch time, comments, likes, etc. All right, let us get some stuff done. First things first, let's give some XP. What are you up to today, Ugris? How you doing? I also grabbed some peanut butter M&Ms while I was at it. I've mostly gotten my eating habits sorted out, and I'm mostly eating a higher protein, higher fiber diet, which has led to me generally being less hungry, and I'm down 5 pounds, which I'm really excited about. So I haven't really kind of fully started my workout program in earnest yet, but we're off to a good pre-start. Oh, you're good, Lily. You are waiting on Etma. What are we waiting on Etma for? Hey, Kraz. I feel like I'm a little washed out. Is that a little better? I maybe went too far. Probably somewhere around there. You swear you're not here just for the XP. Hello, Michael. How are you? Last session is going to be, I think, only the second time ever that we've given maximum session XP. I was so pleased with how everybody played. The session ran smoothly. We got stuff done. We had good role play. I'll keep it top level and spoiler free, but I think last session was one of the smoothest sessions that we've ever had. To figure out when you're going to meet up for game got it. I don't know if he knows that yet, but I'm sure he will keep you posted. Has he told you a little bit, Ugris, about kind of what's changing in his life in the next month or two? Got it. Well, it's his story to tell, so I won't share personal details, although I'm sure he'll tell you if you ask him. But part of the reason that the new campaign 2 is not starting right away is because he's got some like moving and kind of changes and whatnot going on, or coming up rather. Hello there, Mendez. ¿Cómo estás, mi amigo? Okay. I need my D&D XP cheat sheet also. There's that. I gotta pull Tailspire up here really quickly so I can check the boards and make sure I don't forget anything. Oh, nice, Ugris. Have fun. You're using this this hour to power organize this week and next week's schedule. Let's go, Krez. Thanks for joining us for some productivity. I hope you get everything done that you're hoping to get done. You really love Notion, not an ad. It's something that I've been wanting to kind of look at a bit more. I think everybody contributed to each of those things, so I don't think we have any like character by character balancing that we need to do, really, of that. There's a little bit of roleplay XP that will be. You've been doing prep work for an online class. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Ugris. Are you comfortable sharing what about? Or like what the kind of subject matter of the course would be? Chris says the D&D session was amazing. You missed the last bit though. Thank you so much. I was so pleased. I thought I was proud of the work that I did and how that stuff panned out, and I was really proud of how our players played and how they role played, and I'm really happy. I'm always excited for the next session. Whoopsies. Don't paste that. I'm always really excited for the next session, but I think I'm riding especially high right now. For pure support specials. Oh, that's awesome. The only complaint was Rubato being a wizard and not a sorcerer. Right, Krez? Ah, I've tried. Oops. Oh, God. I'm hitting all the wrong keys. I'm doing the XP really fast. It'll really suck when you just drop out of the campaign. You like pretending to kiss me on the camera too much to drop out, Mendez. We all know the truth. Speaking of which, did you guys see that? Hold on. I would call this a spoiler, but I mean, it's not really. I was shopping around for pictures to potentially use in various thumbnails, and I caught this little gem here. Hold on. OBS is taking forever to load. Probably the same one. Yeah. That up there to Rubato's top right was me leaning over doing some tech support with Pixie. All right. So there were, let's see, that person, and I think that person all kind of contributed to that. Not Chef's Kiss, Mercy Kiss. Almost done with the XP. Oh. Big news, your hot water is fixed. Nice! Well, at least it was relatively quick once they came to fix it. It was still weird to me that they were just like, meh. I'm trying to figure out how I want to note this. There's something in my notes that's not very clear. But I think I got a solution. I know exactly what it means. It just does not read well, but I think I have fixed it. All right, begin episode 4, which will be on 1/20/24. Excuse me. You have an online game in an hour time? Oh, wow. So you're getting into a lot of games, Ugris. That's awesome. Is the one tonight the Mortal Woes? I don't remember if they're playing tonight or what's going on there. All right. Experience is done. So the first half, I'm hoping to get everything from last session done. So there's the XP. Now let's do notes. No, not them. Did anyone level? Oh, no. Leveling takes quite a long time. They're actually, if anything, they're slightly further along towards level than I was thinking they would be. But I think it's okay. Then they want to do a temporary solution. There's nothing more permanent than a temporary solution. This week, and then a winter solution next week, and then permanently fixed in summer. But now it seems they just decided to fix it fully. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. So, I need to start mentioning another thing that could be pertinent about timekeeping is the moon phase. Just because it matters, you know, right? Like if things are happening at night, like how bright is it? Yeah, you're good, Chris. You're good. Do yo thing. That's what we're here for. All right, so for the recap, the recap. Writing the session recap here really quickly. All right, that was day 1. Then we need to move into day 2. Let me catch up on chat there too. This one time at scout camp while learning to make fires, right? Hello there. How much snow where we are? It looked like it was going to be much wetter snow than it ended up being. It ended up being very dry snow and very what's the word I want? Gusty, very drifty. So I snowblowed about 2 hours ago and took off probably, it's hard to average, right? Because it's lower in some areas and piled up more in other areas, but took off probably 4 inches about 2 hours ago. And then honestly, I'd have to look, but we probably have another inch or two since then. It's coming down pretty good. I'm probably gonna have to snowblow again tonight, which I'm not really excited about. Okay. So then on the 23rd day of mid-spring. Oh wait, actually, hold on. There's a little bit more of a note there. Party circles around. Party circles around the northeast. Okay. Sorry, this part's hard to give any sort of meaningful narrative to without being spoilery, and this is a spoiler-free thing, so I'm just trying to get through it as fast as I can. You being a desert climate, do we ever get wet snow? Oh, we absolutely do. Yeah. In fact, I would actually say wet snow is probably generally more common for us than dry snow. Generally speaking, if we are of the right climate conditions to get snow, it's usually wet snow because otherwise it's too cold. Like we usually drop below the temperature threshold for dry snow. The worst is the plow right after you finish, right? Oh boy, I've gotten my timeline mixed up. Um, Michael in chat there, do you remember? This is why I should do my notes sooner afterwards, even though it's only been a couple days. I'm hazy on details. Did you guys sleep before or after you guys saw the things moving north in the forest? I think you slept before. And as I was writing my narrative, I think I started to write it out wrong. Okay. Hey, Mendez. Do you guys remember? Did you sleep before, or I'm trying to be vague for no spoilers? Did you guys sleep before or after the things that you guys saw moving north in the woods? I was thinking it was before. I'm not sure if the description that I'm giving is clear enough. So I'm also not entirely sure if people are going to interpret that as me asking the question that I'm attempting to ask. Actually, I am pretty confident I remember. I mean, go ahead and look. But we did the math, right, for what time of day it was as you were running. And so I believe you ran for an amount of time and then you found somewhere to rest and then you traveled again. And then I think it was midday the next day that you saw the thing or things moving north. Okay, Mendez is before also. Okay. 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 Thank you. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, that it makes sense because they were running from the north. But yes, being vague makes it hard. That's okay. We got to sort it out. Oh my gosh. Google Docs absolutely hates Skabosh. It really wants that first word to be scratch. Add it to the dictionary. Can you do that for Google Docs? You can't wait to have some downtime and take and research new spells. Hey, that was another thing I was thinking of actually, which I had forgotten to write down, so I'm glad that came up. Amras, did we end up actually rolling your animal handling? I remember we talked about it, and then we said we were going to do it, and then I don't think we did. We didn't do it. Okay. Do you wanna send me a video? You DM'd me. Uh, I don't remember seeing. Or I don't see a new DM. Oh yeah. Where you at 6:42, where you said horse training rolls, and I said yeah, we'll do it in a sec, but then we didn't do it. Right. Yeah. I need. I was just asking if you wanted to send me a video of you rolling your check. He DM'd me on MySpace. Add to personal dictionary. I don't see how to add. I see other suggestions and I see accept change. How many? Just one. Well, actually, let's look at that. Are you going to be here for a little bit? I want to finish session notes, and then we can do that after the break, if that's okay. If it's red underlined, personal dictionary comes up. If it's blue underlined, it doesn't. Ah, yeah, it has a blue underline. Because it really thinks that word should be scratch. Just thought of one thing that I need to fix in the XP sheet also. Because you guys also chose to avoid an encounter. And now technically avoiding an encounter is worth full XP. I think that's a little much, but I think you should get some XP for it. Well, I don't know, Michael. That's why I said actually can we come back to that after break? Because we may need to do some reverse engineering to see we might be missing one or two others, but also I think there's one or two others that you like days where you didn't have time. I am still a little bit behind the pace that I wanted for this working stream today, but I have gotten quite a bit done, which I feel good about. Last time I had a ton of fun during last week's working stream, but it was not the most productive one I've ever had. Okay, I fixed the thing. Fixed the XP thing. Right click it, then hit grammar check, then it gives the option. Yeah, so I did that, but it doesn't actually give me the option. All it says is spelling and grammar. Change scabosh to scratch boss. Ignore or accept. And then there's and then if I click on the options sandwich, I have accept all, which is grayed out and I can't do. Ignore all, which is grayed out and I can't do. Add to personal dictionary, which is grayed out and I can't do. And view personal dictionary. Oh, that's so dumb. So the button that says add to personal dictionary says I can't do that. But if I go to view my personal dictionary, then I can add it there. Wow. That's good design there, Google. Good design. I just realized that I had started to write my the next day section in the previous day still. True. Yes. Thank you guys for helping figure it out. You think your power hour is done? You did start before stream started, but you're happy with it. Good deal. Nicely done. Oh, not that. You should start transferring your notes over to your leather brown journal during power hours. Oh, that'd be cool. Notion calendar. Oh, cool. I was kind of wondering if you were using that or not, Michael. Okay. Notes are done. There was actually quite a bit to note because that was a very productive session. So, we're good. Let's take a break. How far over am I? Like 6 minutes. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not, I'm not necessarily trying to get to like 60 minutes and 0 milliseconds so much as I want to urge myself to stay focused and keep up a pace, and then to take a break, and then to come back and stay focused and keep up a pace, and then to be done without overdoing it. You good, Ugris? Okay, before I go to break, what are the things that I want to get done in the second half here? What planning things do we need to do? We need to set up our notes and things for session 4. I can do that thing tonight. I can do that thing probably another night. That we want to do. That we want to do. That can be done another night. That I probably do need to do today, and that needs to be done today. All right. I suspect we may have to go through and cull 1 or 2 more things out after the break, but I think we can get at least most of it done. Oh, you're good, Ugris. So, if you haven't been up off your booty in a little while, let's get up, move around a little bit, stretch your legs, get some water, and I'll be back in about 5-ish minutes. Yeah, the Wraith are coming to cull their human herd. If you know, you know. All right, be right back. All right, we back. Get the overlay updated real fast. Perfecto. Also, as a couple of quick bits of news. One, if you haven't had a chance to yet, if you would, please like the live stream. We super appreciate that. That helps push our content out to new people. Also, if you missed it earlier, the video of session 3 will be hitting YouTube in the morning tomorrow. Also, we are currently recruiting for a new second campaign that is going to be running inside of our campaign world in the same timeline. There is currently room for, I don't remember, 1 to 3 more people. So check out the Discord server, head to the hashtag D&D channel in our Discord, and let us know if you want in on that, because even if we have 6 respondents, right, their schedules might not all line up. So ideally, we're hoping to get, or 5 or whatever we're going to cap the max at. So ideally, we'd like to get like 8 or 10 RSVPs if possible. So right now, I think we're about half of that. We only just started a couple days ago, so that's fine. But just so you know, you will want to indicate your interest here pretty soon. Thank you, Igris. Appreciate it. It is still, still D&D 3.5. In the world that the Kingdom of Rin is in. It may or may not necessarily be in Rin, although it probably will be. Same basic leveling system, same timeline, etc. What's Sam last gonna play? I don't know. I don't know if she knows, actually. Okay. Notes for next session. Working ahead now. Every time we're getting a little bit further. I mean, really, this is only the second working stream since we fell behind, and we're already essentially caught up. What am I going to play? It's really tempting to break those Forever DM shackles, but probably I'm going to be doing some stream production stuff. Is the most likely. What am I doing? Notes. Updating my notes. Well, not updating, preparing the note template for next session. Specifically what we're doing. That may be part of it, yeah. I almost certainly would be a sorcerer, yes. Sorcerer is, I mean, I actually have only played a small handful of D&D characters, but if I've played 4 or 5, 2 or 3 of them have been sorcerers. Like, unironically. Exactly, Silent Watcher. Are you making new characters, or do you think you can keep I think that's going to depend a lot on where exactly we decide to set the new adventure when it kicks off. Amlas. Mendez. Not very nice. Mendez is a little sensitive about being wrong. You know, Barboy wants a new one. I honestly, my advice would be to tend towards making a new one. if nothing else, you're just you're older, you're wiser, you know a little bit more about D&D, and it might be fun. Even if you ended up remaking a character that was very similar, just being able to sit down and do it with fresh eyes and maybe tweak some things, or who knows, maybe you'll get better stat rolls or whatever. Or maybe you'll make that sorcerer that you've been wanting to play since you've been hearing so much about it. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to write the session intro right now. We'll see if I have time, but that may be something that I might have to come back to. So the one thing that I do want to do really fast, though, is I want to do moon phase. An interpretation of the reason why. I'm really curious what exactly that means. Because if you're having a 30-day moon phase, right? You spend 15 days, well, or whatever, 14 days waxing, and then 1 day full, and then 14 days waning, and then 1 day new, or whatever. What am I talking about right now? Moon cycles for the game. I was also trying to think what I like the flavor of better. Does a month end with a full moon, or with the smallest moon possible? I think the new, well, I think the first day of the month should be the fullest moon. Oh, you guys think the other way around? You guys think it should be new moon on the first? Yeah, exactly, Michael. Hello there, Vincent. Good to see you. Is there more than one moon? It's funny. I know that is in notes somewhere from God knows how many years ago. I honestly don't remember the answer to that. I think I do, but I need to go and double check. So I think the answer is sort of, if I remember correctly. I think there are two moons, but one of them you don't see. It is tidally locked in a part of the sky that is beyond the horizon from where we are. I think I like the idea of full moon being on the first, right? Because if you think about it, if you reverse engineer, if the calendar was being created with the moon cycle in mind, the thing that they would probably want to celebrate would be the new the full moon, right? It's the brightest, it's the most magical, it's the, you know, whatever. Usually IRL new moons begin a month, but the second new moon will end the next time. Yeah, I think I kind of like turning in this on its head and having the moon wax to full for the beginning of the new month. So the 15th is the new moon, and the 1st is the full moon. I should write this down somewhere else also. I'm just putting it in my session notes for now because it's also pertinent there. Curious about how we gave divisions among the orcs. Can you tell me a little bit more what kind of what you're thinking of? Are you thinking divisions like the military unit, like a division of troops? Or are you thinking about there is divisiveness among the orcs? In terms of small factions. It's funny that you say that because that's actually one of the things that we're going to be working on here in like literally in like 5 or 10 minutes. But is because the narrative that some of which has been stated outright and some of which has been heavily alluded to is that there are disparate groups of orcs that are coming together. So that has been fairly abstract up until now. And like I said, it's literally on my to-do list for today. Whether or not we get it all done on stream, we'll see. But to at least get started on creating some like heraldry, iconography, colors, whatever, to kind of start differentiating those orc groups. You have 3 orc tribes within your world's territory for them. Okay. So some interesting things you could do, right, is kind of make like a rock, paper, scissors sort of thing. Like have one of them be especially martial, one of them be especially magical, which for orcs is more like shaman, but whatever, it's still magic. And like one of them be especially, I don't know, maybe even productive traders or something like that. Let's go really quickly while we're thinking about this. World building. I'm just going to add a new Google Doc here. We're going to call this Moon Phases. Your favorite among yours are the ones that ride fire wolves from mounts. Yes, I love that. To compare it to Tolkien, the like warg rider aesthetic for orcs. So good. This is the most useless Google Doc ever. It's a Google Doc called Moon Phases, and it literally just says full moon on the 1st, new moon on the 15th. I wish there was like a OneNote equivalent for like Google Drive, because that would be better for that kind of thing. You took inspiration from WoW's Frostwolf clan, but Lotor too. Nice. Hey, did you ever end up using? I know we spent some time. This was a while ago, but we spent some time talking about, like essentially, naval paratroopers, like fantasy naval paratroopers. Did you ever end up using that, or any portion of that idea? I was curious. Notion Calendar makes Google Calendar more manageable, better UX. Later down the line, you can link it with the Notion database. Nice. Okay. That is done. Quest rewards. So how do I want to handle this? I'm thinking for each, essentially kind of like each piece of information that they collect, then that's kind of like another piece of the total pie of possible rewards for this quest. So if we were going to do that, that would be like, okay. I actually think that what I have written down for quest rewards already works. I just changed the structure a little bit. Okay. I made an additional note for that. That is good enough for now. That doesn't need any additional attention at the moment. Brought your party to the Elven City and you have brought your party to the Elven City and having them see the fleet with the different stations, etc. But they haven't given interest in the finer details yet. So the gliders. Okay. Hey, I think that'll be a really fun thing to spring on them whenever it happens. I just thought of it. I hadn't thought of that, probably since we talked about it. Hey, Glass Deviant, how are you? Oh, okay. So now we have encounter rewards. So we have quest rewards, but also at the end of an encounter, what, if anything, do they have a chance to find that is of value or narrative worth? Yeah, this is great. Okay. They did just get back from a ruin rescue, so some rest is warranted. Oh, nice. A spell book. A spell book that has all of the spells in the spell compendium or whatever that book's called. Oh, this is such a good idea. Okay, I just five-headed this really hard. Oops, closed it on accident. A rideable bear. The Grand Internet Spell Compendium. Oh, God. Even more power. Unlimited power. I do need to grab a couple of my books here, though. A rideable raccoon? That would actually be sick. One of my favorite characters that I ever made and never got to play was, I believe, tiny size. So, like, literally, like, the size of my phone. It was a type of fairy called a petal. It's like a flower fairy. And that thing was hilarious. It was like, I have the character sheet somewhere. I'd have to dig it up. But it was like level, I don't know, less than level 4 inclusive, so 4 or less. I think it was only like level 2 or 3. And I found a crazy set of things that I could combine together to have a huge modifier to diplomacy. And hold on, let me look up the epic use of diplomacy. Oh god, I haven't opened this page on Not Brave in a long time. The ads are awful. Okay. Oh my lord. It's so bad. So normally, doing diplomacy takes 1 full minute, which is 10 consecutive full round actions. But you can do it as a single full round action if you take a -10 penalty on the check. Then to go from hostile to helpful would be a DC 50. And then to go, oh god, double clicked on accident. And then to go from so you can using diplomacy, you can make someone a fanatic. The attitude of a fanatic is added here. In addition to the obvious effects, any NPC whose attitude is fanatic gains a +2 morale bonus to strength and constitution scores, a +1 morale bonus on will saves, and a -1 penalty to AC whenever fighting for the character or his or her cause. This attitude will remain for 1 day plus 1 day per point to the character's charisma bonus, at which point the NPC's attitude will revert to its original attitude. Treat the fanatic attitude as a mind-affecting enchantment effect for the purposes of immunity, save bonuses, or being detected by the sense motive skill. Since it is non-magical, it cannot be dispelled. However, any effect that suppresses or counters mind-affecting effects will affect it normally. A fanatic NPC's attitude cannot be further adjusted by the use of skills. So, to go from hostile to fanatic in one roll is a DC 150. Which you'd have to be way higher level character, even with all sorts of shenanigans. You'd have to be a way higher level character to make that happen. But to go from helpful to fanatic is only a DC 50. Which means if you include the -10 penalty for rushing the diplomacy, so let's just, instead of saying the -10 to the roll, let's just say that adds 10 to the DC. So it's a DC 60 to go from hostile to friendly to helpful, and then it's a DC 60 to go from helpful to fanatic. And you could do each of those in 6 seconds. And I had something like, I don't remember the exact number, but I think I had an 85% chance to succeed on that DC 60 roll. I think it was anything a 17 or lower would succeed. So it was just this adorable little flower fairy that could just like look you in the eyes, you know, as you're about to just absolutely murder it, right? It just looks you in the eyes and goes like, And you're like, whoa, you're so cute. Let's be buddies. And then it goes, ooh, woo. And then your possible actions become a fight to the death against overwhelming odds, including throwing one's self in front of an onrushing dragon. Those are the words. So in literally 12 seconds, it was essentially just so cute that someone would go from trying to kill it to being willing to sacrifice themselves to a dragon for it. And it wasn't even magic. It was literally just diplomacy. I do need to grab a book here, though. That was a little bit of a side tangent, but I do need a book to double check something here. Not related to that, related to what I'm supposed to be doing. Also, I don't know. I would die for Riley. I'm assuming that is. It looks like Google says that is an Inside Out reference. I have not seen that movie, but sure. Okay, what was I actually going to do though? Hold on, what book did I need? Oh yeah, yeah. Did I already have it over here? Yeah, I did. Mm, okay. Oh, I just thought of something. Okay, hold on. I also, one of the things that I was going to do today that overall I'm not prioritizing, but is coming up with adventure hooks for after the current adventure, and I just thought of a great one. Okay. 2 minutes, and if we go over a little bit, we can still be done probably by our 90-minute ceiling, which is kind of generally what we try and stick to. Ba-bum. You have to be really careful with a lot of this stuff, though, because Arms and Equipment Guide is a 3.0 book. Even though it looks like a 3.5 book, it's one of those ones from kind of the transition era when they were switching over. And unfortunately, even though it looks like a 3.5 book, it is mechanically a 3.0 book, and some of that stuff does not translate to 3.5. The other thing you were going to push for? Well, so I think there's the current adventure, meaning like the thing that you are literally doing right this second, and then there is the like current story event that is going on. I think it would probably be a fairly hard sell to convince people to leave before the current story point is resolved. we go. What is in this section? What do you do? This is really cool. Yeah, I really like this. It's got a section of slightly older alchemical type items. One of them is called Blade Fire. Similar to Alchemist Fire, but less volatile, this thick adhesive liquid ignites when exposed to air. Blade Fire is typically poured along the length of a bladed weapon, causing the weapon to burn for a short period of time. A weapon treated with Blade Fire burns for 1d6 rounds. While burning, the weapon sheds light as a torch. A weapon treated with Blade Fire deals 1 additional point of fire damage with each successful hit. Nice and straightforward, but cool. I like it. Oh my gosh, some of these are amazing. What? Dark Vision Powder. This plain gray powder is unassuming. It cannot be seen with normal vision from more than 10 feet away, but when viewed with dark vision, it glows brightly. Creatures that have dark vision commonly use this powder to write messages that other creatures cannot read. It's cool. Would not make sense for this, probably, but... This might be my favorite alchemical item I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm not gonna read that one out loud because I might actually use that at some point. Whoa, how expensive are these things? How's your day going, by the way, Rocket? You know, that could be a fun thing for... Okay. Yeah, I think Rubato and I need to chat about some of these. I like some of these. Doing some Phasma. Oh, nice. What, do you know how much longer you're going to be doing that? I was thinking I might potentially try and do a little GTA tonight. Looking at alchemical items, Mendez, and I know that that was something, you know, in another lifetime, you bought some stuff for in like session 2. Probably not anything that would be expensive to make probably not anything that would be expensive enough to make anything like what I'm looking at here, but there are some cool ideas. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, some of that stuff you can do in like downtime at camp, but that it was also kind of an issue of like have not had IRL downtime to communicate and like plan that out and come up with like a homebrewed like solution. Okay. I got done most of what I wanted to. There are a couple of things that still need to be dealt with. And there is one specifically that I want to do before we leave. I've got about 5 minutes left for that. If one character makes a potion or poison and another character uses it effectively, do they both get XP? Nice, Krez. I'm glad to hear that. That's a relatively simple question with a relatively difficult answer because the way that crafting actually works in at least if the thing is magical, I guess you said potion, so it depends. But you actually spend XP to craft a lot of things. It's kind of weird. I haven't usually had players get enough into crafting to where I've decided whether or not I want to house rule that or not. But yeah, broadly speaking, I would, assuming like just kind of all else is equal and we're talking kind of in a vacuum, I would probably give experience to the person who did the crafting because they probably gave up on doing something else to do that crafting, right? Something else that would have yielded XP. And then whether or not the user got experience, I think would depend on what it was and how they used it. If it was just a healing potion and like they get hurt and then they drink it, like no. But if it was a healing potion and then they, I don't know, whatever, come up with some creative way to pour it on the undead enemy and damage them, like maybe. That's really ham-fisted like explanation, but spend XP, that's got to be in the top 10 silliest things you've ever seen in D&D rules. Yeah, I'm not a fan. It would work especially poorly in my game because it's a slow XP game by design. I think in normal like heroic D&D, because it's essentially supposed to be a thing that you don't do until you're higher level when it doesn't matter as much. But like I never liked the flavor of that. I need another book that I don't have over here. Hold on. Don't break this one out very often. Bum, 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 bum. But it actually also has some non-magical things in it. I'm pretty sure it has a section on like potions and oils. I mean, I guess potions kind of are magical. Hi, Foxy! I was just thinking about you, actually. How are you doing? I've been missing you the last couple days. No pressure, just, you are missed. I hope you're doing okay. And yeah, thank you for coming by. Okay, did I make that up? Is there not a section on potions and oils in here? There's tools. Wait, oh, because they're under tools. That's annoying. Working hard, and then been binging with your future housemates. Been addicted to Fort Salem. Gotcha. Yeah, Mendez. That's exactly why I was thinking of them. I have been surprised that they have not spoken up yet. Oh, that's a bummer, Foxy. Well, there will be more opportunities. We do also have another D&D announcement that we're going to be making this weekend. I forgot that they put... That's so annoying. Why are potions under tools? I'm just randomly looking at something. The Mirror of Life Trapping. Extra dimensionally imprisons up to 15 creatures who look at it. Market price 200,000 gold. If you remember correctly, it says Mondays, Wednesdays, maybe Sundays. Those aren't doable for you with the time difference. Did he give a time, a Sunday time though? Oh no, I see what it is. So it says 7 to 8 p.m. CST. So that would be what, 8 to 9 p.m. your time. Yeah, but you guys have to be up really early. So what he said was Monday, Wednesday, with the possibility of coordinating Saturdays, not Sundays. Could you have one of those? You're sure you'll put it to good use in the party. Saturdays. So the thinking was potentially trying to schedule things around to have group number 2 meet on the Saturdays that group number 1 is not meeting. That's obviously going to be a much more difficult thing to coordinate, but it is possible. Would it be all 3 days? Oh God, no. He said 1 to 2 times a month. So like kind of like what we're doing with our game that we've been streaming. Yeah, so I mean, you might even potentially, if it was only going to be once or twice a month, you might even potentially consider a late night, once or twice a month. Like, I mean, obviously I can't speak for you, but like if I was in your situation, I might be willing to be tired like once a month or whatever. No, I totally get it, Foxy. That's part of the reason why I wanted to check in. You were literally on my to-do list to just kind of see what you guys were thinking. Ken is thinking chaos. Yeah, admittedly, for our channel, I'm leaning a little bit less towards the Saturday just because, for one, that's going to be logistically really difficult to essentially get like 12 people's schedules all coordinated for a month. And for two, if we wanted to add or change or like do a bonus stream of our game or whatever, like we're going to start tripping over, the parties would start tripping over each other's feet, I think, pretty quickly. But it's a possibility. That's the best I can give it right now. Ken is always thinking chaos. Exactly. I actually have a thing also. Ken might be able to summon bears in D&D sometime. Stay tuned for more details. It'll be a while, but I'm cooking. Okay, I need to do some more looking. I'm not happy with what I found in here. Took a little bit longer than I wanted also. Hi. Hi, Ken. Wouldn't you also have to run that by the party members? Unless it's less of a crowd control way of summoning bears. So I'm thinking more like subathon stretch goal is a D&D one-shot adventure with crowd control. Something like that. So people would be signing up to play in it and knowing what they're getting into. Can get spares? Potentially, yes. It'll be a few months. March, April, kind of whenever we do the next subathon. Right, Mendez? It's something that's been kind of on my to-do list for a while. But I hadn't really thought about. I don't know. We have lots of ideas for D&D, but it took a while to kind of get to cruising altitude with the main D&D game, and we wanted to get that sorted out first. Aurar better be playing that. I would love to play with Aurar, for a lot of reasons. I think I like her a lot as a person and as a friend. She's an amazing supporter of our community and our channel. I don't know if she's ever played TTRPGs, but she's played MMORPGs. She's very quick-witted. She's always fun to play games with on stream. So I'm sure D&D would be no less fun. I mean, as a safe zone, no touchy the horse. See, he has a very evil grin on his face. Y'all should be worried. Ow. Bad Mendes. Exactly. Ouch. Mendes. No. No. All right. We got done enough. I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Thank you all so much for being here. Remember, session 3 will hit YouTube tomorrow morning at about 14 to 16 hours from now. We super appreciate any support that you can put on that video, especially within the first 24 hours. Also, it'll help you get caught up before the session, which is on Saturday. So we'll see you all then. There is no Twitch stream Thursday or Friday. We're doing an off-stream event Thursday night, so if you all want to hang out in Discord with us, you're more than welcome. Friday, there's nothing, so that way we don't do too many days in a row. And then Saturday, we've got Coral Island and D&D. The horse rolls. The horse rolls. Yeah. I'll message you when I get off here. I'll message you in just a sec. Ouch. She really did, Krez. She really did. All right. I got a little bit of a headache coming too, so I'm going to get myself some water, grab some Tylenol, end stream, and then I will call Amras really quickly and we'll figure out horse. Thank you so much for being here. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, wait. As always, take care and be excellent to each other.